This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears.
North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he worked so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, a run with Cohen. There's some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So here's... First and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for David Montgomery. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 16, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. He'll throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
3-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 43 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball where the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7.
To kick off for Detroit.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you know, a lot of talk about these 2 versus 7 games this year in the playoffs, something that we've never had before. And this one of now 6 games on Wild Card Weekend. But, you know, we've seen the 6 seed in the pass maker run, Charles, so why not the number 7 seed?
And I'm still getting used to hearing 2 versus 7. You know, it's still taking me a little bit of time to get comfortable with it, but that's a great point that you just made. 6 seeds have made big runs in the playoffs, have run themselves all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's much difference between a 6 and a 7, so we could see the same thing with this new playoff system.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And caught up, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs.
Second and short now following the fumble. Trubisky will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trubisky sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
7-7, our score after one.
Tied 7-7.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, of course, you wondered who would be that team this year to get the number 2 seed because, remember, as we all know in the past, they'd be home on the couch right now getting ready for the divisional round.
That is an excellent point. Instead, now, they're playing for their playoff lives, and they can't worry about the idea that, well, in the past, we wouldn't be playing this weekend. The bottom line is, as the number 2 seed, you do have to play. The good thing, you have the home field advantage. They need to go ahead and play to that level.
And you just know that before the season, they were like everybody else thinking, oh, 7 playoff teams, yeah, add an extra one. That sounds great. And then you find out, oh, wait, we're the number 2 seed that has a disadvantage. Not as happy right now.
3-yard pickup.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And 6.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Stafford.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. James has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back. And now look at this, big game. And this is picked up.
Recovered by Chicago.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field field is reversed.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Akeem Hicks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now a pass dumped off to his running back.
Going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points. But everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage. And that's exactly what he did.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. But a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked him up at Deshaun Gibson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
On 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Slide. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamie Collins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Bears.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky, and that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion, and now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
23-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The end result, 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Popped in the air and intercepted. Now look at this, big gain, but a fumble.
Stafford's pass.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give him 10 yards yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Jelani Tavon.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And the Bears first down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On first down, Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Stafford and the Lions now down by 6. A minute 53 remaining. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now it's Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On second down now, Tw0MinsLate422's. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
36-yard line.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And the attempt there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This pass rush, they've they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Stanford. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards now go around, a first down as well. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with time running out. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And this carries into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So the focus now shifts to the Bears. Trailing by a point, 26 seconds to go. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let them hear it here on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. Graham's got it, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Trubisky. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Bears.
Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down. One last shot for Trubisky. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.
16.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL